Hello my lovelies, Robbie here, keep it courage. Today we are going to attempt to fit a disc brake to the Series 1. Find that interesting, grab yourself a coffee, something stronger maybe, and I'll see you after the intro. Messing around with these cameras, batteries going flat.
Markerte det med regn, alle sprang I lag og ville komme under tak. Ingen av oss merket at du hadde falt ifra. Hvorfor valgte du å dra? Hvem I faen kunne se den komme? Da høsten tok over, sa vi hadde bratt la sommer.
Well, that was a turn up for the books. At this point in the video, which is right at the beginning of the video, I have to say a big shout out, big thank you to Odin from Oslo, who donated the disc brake. Thank you very much, sir. Without you, this video would not be possible. I think there may be some swearing in this video, and I'll tell you why in a second. But anyway, this is the video. This is the video. It's not the video. This is the wheel I am going to attempt to fit in. This was painted in stylish black. I have now painted it in stylish white. With I've rubbed it a little bit, so it looks like it's been on the scooter for a while. And this particular item is a spark. This is a spark disc brake with a Nissan caliper. These are actually okay. The only thing is, I'm not too keen on these in the anti-dive version. And I got both kits with me. Oh. He sent that as well. The anti-dive, what's it? But I think we're going to stick with the original type. What you do need to do with these, however, is fit stronger springs. Something I haven't got, and something that Scooter Center is empty for. I really, really like their 10% springs, but I put that on a what's it called? They give me a notification when they come in. So as soon as they come in, I am going to drop the springs out of the fork and fit those. But anyway, let's crack on with this. Well, we won't crack completely on with this, not straight away. One thing I have to tell you is I have this MMW master cylinder. I've had this now for at least 8 years, and the last year it's been making funny noises, and I had to bleed it about 100 times a week. And I was talking to Philip at Scooter Center, and he said that these actually use the same seals that are in PX, so that was nice. And I bought some seals, cost me 100 krona, which is what, about 7 quid. And I've changed those out. Really, really easy to change out, actually, I have to tell you. There was no funky circlips or anything like that. I just took off this bolt for the lever. You've got your gubbins in there, and you can just retract that, just pull it straight out. There's 2 seals in there and a little rubber cover. Took me about 20 seconds to fix. So that was really cool. I am, by the way, so broke at the moment because this is taking all the funds that I have, that I'm reduced to drinking Italian wee. At least that's what it tastes like. Right, the first job is removing the old hub. Once I've got this out, I'm going to show you why I really need to use this, take this off. Let me take that off there. Just the cable. It's not that I am used to drinking Italian pee, by the way. It's just not what I'm used to. And it just doesn't quite give you the same effect, does it? Right, that's that. Speedo cable. I think with the SIP Speedo, I think if I can manage it, I think I want to fit one of those. What's it called, man? I am a complete numpty sometimes. I think I want to fit the digital speedo sensor, basically because you can adjust that in sort of to the speed. But this speedo cable looks really nice. Maybe I should just fit the original speedo cable. This is a fact. I have to see if that fits. I'm just thinking out loud. Thinking out loud, lad. Right, just put that up there then. Or maybe not. My plan of attack. Right, what I think my plan of attack has to be on this one is, as you can see, I have the engine out. I have taken out the long-range fuel tank. That, I'm trying to sell that, but there's so few tuned Lambrettas in Norway, I haven't really managed to be able to do that. But one thing I did sell was the exhaust, because I'm going to be fitting the Avanti Xbox ST. But I had to have the tank out anyway, because I'm going to be welding up the frame a little bit there. But what I thought I'd do now is, if I loosen the hub so that that's just sitting loose there, in theory, if I lower that little jack of mine, it will tilt the scooter so that I have access to the fork so I can fit the new one. What the buggery? What the buggery, lad? I am from Brabantburg. Right, so I've loosened the front hub. So, if my theory is correct, this thing, when I wind it down, Rob, not up. When I wind it down, I should be able to tilt the scooter enough. Is that working? Seems to be working. Yeah, lad, easy peasy. Right, so here is the front drum hub. Now, the reason why I need to change this, the reason why I really need to change this, is basically that this is the early type hub. Now, or the back plate at least, because they are quite interchangeable. But I do not want my son riding on one of these. I've seen it happen twice, and that's in Little Norway, so I reckon it's happened lots in the UK. And I did see a bulletin on this, I think probably about 20 years ago, on Lambretta Club Great Britain forums, where this that holds the lug on your link, they have a tendency to snap, especially when they start getting worn and tired. This one looks pretty good, actually. But this reinforcement bit, the way you can tell the difference between this and the later type is you can see the reinforcement is really skinny here. Whereas if you look at a GP or later Series 3, you'll see that reinforcement there is about 5 times thicker. So, yeah, if you've got one of those, be very aware. Because what happens is you brake, this lug snaps, it gives way, your speedo cable and brake cable go around the hub, and you stop pretty urgently when you're really not expecting it, and that's not a good thing. Well, that was a bit strange. The wheel actually fits centrally in the fork, which is good news. I've had a few of these in the past and had to mess around with washers and stuff trying to centralise them in the fork, but this was pretty good. Only downside about that is that it was a bit tight between the fork links there. So a bit of a squeeze actually to get them in there, but it looks good. I'll probably upgrade these later down the road, but it's going to be a lot better than having the old original type hub for the reasons mentioned earlier. Now, if you're going to buy one of these Spark, an old Scoot RS, the old Nissin type disc brake, to give yourself a fighting chance, if you buy the full kit, give yourself a fighting chance of getting a good brake on these. Change out the what are they called? Change out the pads to original type Nissin pads. You can grab those on eBay or Honda motorbike shops as well. Sometimes stock them, and they're not quite as grabby as the pads that they, for some strange reason, come with from Asia. Another thing that you should do as well if you buy a full kit is get rid of that rubber hose. One, it's a real pain to route on your scooter. Nigh on impossible on a Series 1. I'll show you why later on. And you get a much better feel as well when you use a braided line. Go and be a bit posh and grab yourself a braided line, lad. Right. Right. Time to route the cable and fit the master cylinder. Right, I've just pulled the cables through my headset here. And even just removing those cables through that tiny hole that's in the handlebar on the Series 1 is actually quite a pain. So, yeah, good luck with that if you were going to fit one of these. But I have got a couple of tricks that gives you a little bit more room. And the nice thing about the Series 1 is, and it ruffles my feathers when I see this on the interwebs, on pictures and stuff. You do not need to drill these for your hydraulic hose. So let me just take this Scootalooper John throttle off. Hopefully I'll be able to do that without losing all those... Right, okay, I'll just lose all those washers. I haven't got any of those left, so I have to find those. And if you look in the background, don't just ignore my bench. On the bench there is the TS1 that I've rebuilt for a fella. He's going to pick that up on Sunday, which is, you obviously don't know which day I'm filming this. I'm filming this on the Friday. Filming it on a Friday. I traditionally, how I do this is, I normally release a video on a Friday, and I use Friday night for filming, and then that gives me some time to be able to be with my family and to edit the videos. I use quite a long time on editing these videos. It's actually unbelievable. I probably more time editing them, even though you wouldn't believe it, Mr. Amateur here. But I probably use more time editing the videos than I actually do filming some of them. Right, let's ease that through there. And another thing, if you're doing this, a very smart thing to do is, see if I can get those, try and pull the connectors through one at a time, actually, because then, there you go, that's good, got it. Come on, yes, that's out. There you go, I could pull it through there, got that shim there. I've actually got a new one of those, so I think I'm going to swap that out. That looks a bit shabby. I like to have a little bit of grease there as well. Yes, there she is. So what would be a quick jaunt to the shops in the UK is in fact a bloody 2-hour job for me here in Norway. But it's better that than waiting 2 weeks for the shop. Right, let's see if they fit. I'm being a good lad and tidying up between these bushes. Look at that, that's just for the one of them. So there was a slight digression there. All that palaver was basically because when I took this handlebar apart, there wasn't any bushings. So I knocked up these. They look pretty good. Should do the job. I did have to, obviously, I did have to ream it out slightly. So tight, but not too tight. And let's see if they'll go in the handlebar. It should do. I made a little chamfer on the end there. Hoping these are going to go in. Come on, lad. Lovely jubbly. The moment of truth thing with these is, I think I've done quite a good job there. Hey, that's not bad actually. That's not bad, lad. I'm happy with that. I didn't even have to ream out the outside there. Just give these a clean up and put them together again. So that's what the headset looks like dremeled. I've taken out a bit of a chunk down here. I was actually considering drilling there, but it's not really going to give me any room to get those fat connectors from the Zip Speedo through. So it's still going to be a massive nightmare and really, really tight. But it does give me a fighting chance of being able to fit this thing. I just tack the one side of the swivel there. That's more than enough, and it also means that you can take it off if you need to in the future. Oh, I've been literally at it all day. I haven't really got any. Is there such a thing called compulsive got-to-do-it disorder? Then I think I've got that. Because while I had this stripped, I started thinking about the bearings. I haven't checked those, so I whipped off the fork. I have loose bearings on this up and down, and on a Series 1, they don't have the groove in the top of the fork there for the, what's it called? You've got like a little shim in there that stops it undoing itself. That the Series 2 doesn't have. So what I ended up doing is I actually filed the groove, and I used ages. My hands are killing me. But that seems to have done the trick. So I could fit one of those spacers with a little tap on it, a tag washer, one of those. And I put a little bit of Loctite on there as well. So what I've got to do now is fit the headset, but I want to show you something. So on this Series 1 headset, you have this monstrosity. It is the longy bolt, and you've got this longy nut on the end there. And this takes up very valuable room in the headset. So what I do with the Series 1 is fit a half nut. And this also will give you enough room to fit a hydraulic brake, and hopefully I'll be able to squeeze through those connectors on the Zip Speedo when that comes. Right, I don't care which lambretta you've got. It's always useful to get hydraulic lines where you can actually screw off the banjo, because that gives you a bigger chance of getting it through the headset. In this instance, even that doesn't fit. I told you, Series 1s can be a bugger. Now, what I want to do is I really want to route it on the left-hand side here, just as if it was the original type brake. The reason for that is because the hole on the right-hand side, which I made, that is for cables and those connector rectors. So I'm going to have to drill it. And it's not much. It almost goes through, but just doesn't. So if I had a banjo on this, I'd be absolutely buggered. Like Cast Performance, that comes with the banjo on the end, which is makes it a little bit tricky to get through stuff. So I'm just going to measure this, so I'll zero out that. And at the fattest part, it is 9.18, 9.16. 9.16. So what I think I'll do is drill it with 9.5. I really don't want to take more material away than I need to. Bugger, it's stuck. Nine off didn't go as I thought. It's catching on the, so I'm gonna have to try. Ooh, this is a bit scary. I'm gonna have to try a 10. Ooh, that's not good. Catches on the chrome ring. The chrome ring is right under that little hole. I'll give you have a look. I'll give you another look. I'll give you another look afterwards. Oh, I've got the head up. I think. Yes. Oh, that was hard work. Well, what a palaver that turned out to be. But I am the believer of doing things right. The thing is, when you're going to upgrade your front brake there, definitely have a look at your steering bearings, because there's a lot more force going through those. And if they're on their way out, they're definitely going to die when you fit a disc brake. Now, I've bled the system. Everything's fit. And let's have a look inside the headset. I'll show you how I route it. I think I'm going to have to do a bit of wobbly cam. So what I normally do is put like a cable clamp on the shock here, just to keep the wire out of the way, or the hydraulic disc brake wire out the way there. And this is the exciting thing. So as you can see, I've got a zip tie on that because I'm just getting rid of the last bit of air. And on the Series 1, you just definitely do not have to drill a hole in the headset, which is brilliant if you go for that half nut method. So let's swing you over here a little bit. I'm trying not to be too wobbly, but as you can see, when you take away that half side nut, it frees up quite a lot of room, so that I have managed to just feed the hydraulic hose through the headset, which is really, really cool, I reckon. So no lambretta parts were harmed here. I'll tell you the truth, Series 1 headsets, whew, they fetch a pretty penny at the moment. And it probably won't go down either. So we'll have a look here in the headset itself. Now, as you can see, I've routed the hydraulic hose through the hole, but over the original place where the front brake would go. And that was the hole I was having problems with. I've drilled it to 10mm. I hope you can see it. And clutch as per normal. But what I did, the area I freed up is down there. So hopefully, now bear in mind, I have not fit my light switch yet. The reason for that is because I made a little groove. Can you see that? Yes, you can. Not bad. I like the old wobbly cam. The groove here is for the switch for the SIP speedo. So I'll put that through here, and I'll tape it under there. You'll have a look at that when I get it in the house. And hopefully, even though I've got a lot of wires going down there, because on the Series 1, what Series 2 people don't realise is the junction box is not in the headset. So here, there's no room for anything. And it is quite tight. I've decided to keep the original speedo cable for now. That also saves me a little bit of room, but you've got loads of cables and stuff you've got to get room for in the top here. And you've got to thread everything through the headset. And what I think I'm going to do is find some area here for the box, maybe try and hide as much as I can. But anyway, that was a job well done, I reckon. Oh, another thing I have to mention, of course, is with these Scooter Loopy John throttles, they are you also free up quite a lot of room there as well, because like the standard one is like the gear one that uses up quite a lot of room there. So it gives you this like small free area that should give you a fighting chance if you're going to fit any fancy electronickery on your Series 1. Right, I've got a lad coming now. He's going to pick up his TS1 engine. The annoying thing about that, I used quite a bit of time trying to get it leak tight at the top there. And when I eventually did, don't tell anyone, but I found the circlip for the piston. So it all had to come apart again. So that was a right nightmare. But anyway, that's on me, not on him. And if you enjoy this kind of stuff, don't forget, give me a thumbs up, do the old subscribe. You can support the channel, grab me a coffee. All that stuff goes on to channel-related things. Next video, not sure. I think it's going to be gearbox-related. Anyway, I'll love you and leave you. I'll see you all in the next one. Ta-ra!